Okay, so it's time to pull the front clip off of the Magnum. And what I did over here is I got the pieces that I cut off of the Challenger in order to try and match the cuts that I made on the Challenger. I made these paper patterns that I could fit in the same location over here and make my cuts. You can see the cuts are already made, and hopefully this will help me to line up the two, the clip and the Challenger with a little bit more ease. It's a little hard to draw a straight line with a level on those compound shapes over there, so I did the best I could when I cut it off the Challenger to keep it straight and level, but it went off a little bit, so that's the necessity of making these paper patterns. I also did a pattern for the bottoms of the let's see if this is the right side here. Yeah, this is the bottom of the frame rail right here. As you can see, I've already cut through there. That helps you to match it up, so to speak. Anyway, I've got it cut loose, and I'll try and pull it apart here. See how that goes. Oh, before I do, let me show you the rig I got going here. Looks like a little bit of overkill, but since the floor is not level, I'd have a device that would now enable me to move the front clip around in one piece over to the other car. But before I do that, I have to pressure wash it and paint it and all that good stuff, degrease it. But what this does is a dolly, basically, with there's the an L flange, maybe 3/16 steel here, and one again on the back side where the sway bar mounts. And what I have is these bolts are on here, and this is tightened up against the sleeve of the neck on the bolt, so this is tight so that when I turn this can raise or lower this. And the reason why I need to do that is when I get onto the other side of the shop, I can almost guarantee you the floor is not going to be the same. Even though the car is level over there and this car is level over here, the floor is dramatically different. And in fact, from here to there, it's like almost a half of an inch difference. So imagine on the other side, I might have to actually put something under this. It might be that much higher. But anyway, this gives me some way to adjust it. I can adjust it up in the front by doing the two front bolts, and down in the rear, or side to side by raising these two bolts and lowering the other two bolts if I need to get it into adjustment so that I can make it mesh up on the other car. Anyway, let me get back over here. And let's see if it comes apart. Easy peasy, right? Magic. So on this one, instead of taking everything apart the way I did, I tried to keep as much of it together, drilling out the minimum of spot welds, and of course I had to cut on the back side over here because that's where I've got it sectioned on the other car. And I had to take this little piece of tin work out because it was in the way of my cut, so I really didn't want to move anything. But it's pretty straight and doesn't seem to be bracking or twisting or anything like that. And there you have it. That's how you remove the front clip off of a Dodge Magnum. Get ready to put it on. my Dodge Challenger.